Welcome back to another episode of the Saving Grace pod. We're in different areas today because Elliot has smashed my pod setup because I'm getting a new one. But that's irrelevant for what's going on today because we've got an icon. It's giving Queen, but in America. It's Tana Mongeau.
You are so fucking nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. First of all, you have the nicest people on your team.
I do.
It's probably good we're not in your set because I would probably destroy it with the shit we're going to do today.
It'll be a pleasure. I'll be like, thank you.
And I just want to say, she was just talking right now and I swear to God, I was like mesmerized at her voice. Like you sound so like sexy, sultry, slutty, welcome back.
Oh my God.
Like I want to fucking sound like that. Like I
My boyfriend would disagree so hard. Like imagine me in the bedroom be like, you slag.
I just learned what that meant yesterday.
Oh, it's not a thing.
Because someone I used to fuck called me it.
Oh, so what, during
I was like, that's
during the
amazing.
intercourse, I was about to say.
No. Used to fuck. We didn't fuck yesterday. I've actually gotten no dick in London thus far.
Probably best because
yeah,
British willies.
Are they not? Yeah, that's actually kind of true.
I feel, you know, when people have a thing about British teeth, like British people have shit teeth.
Okay.
I feel like we probably have bad dicks as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess when I think about the British dicks I've encountered, they are giving uncircumcised
That's
and
wild.
a little small, but that's all right. You know, it's the motion
All
of the
men in the
ocean.
room crying and screaming right now. It's all right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're working with, and it's probably an HR violation if I actually keep talking at all.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Anyways, London, have you found it?
Can I tell you something?
You may.
Well, first of all, I just want to say before we dive into anything, this is the #1 most requested podcast I get to go on.
Which is wild.
Like
to me.
I was just like, I'm in London. Everyone's like, go on fucking Saving Grace or we're fucking unfollowing you.
Yeah,
I was
like
like,
violent.
Okay,
thank you.
I'm gonna.
I needed that.
I'm gonna. And I'm just so happy to be here. And you're an angel. Like,
no,
you're so nice.
I will like quit the pod now. You've done this because You've
got a new set. Bigger and better things coming.
What are we going to do to top this? Much.
That's hilarious because you're going to do so much to top this. But
Queen.
But London, dude, I'm not going to lie to you.
Tell me.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I have rarely had a good experience in London.
Same as everyone. So you're really not alone there. That's fine.
I went to London Airport jail one of the first times I ever.
Oh.
I was in jail in the airport for hours and hours one of the first time ever.
Hot.
I feel like, okay. When I know someone who's British, like you, like we vibe, we get along, we do our internet shit, we're thoughts, we're hoes, we're slags, we do our thing, you know? Like we were just talking about Lottie, I love her, like the people I know. But when I am walking down the street,
right,
the dirty looks, people, British people hate American people.
Do you know what? It is true.
Like, and she's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I feel like if I wasn't an American ass bitch,
do you know
I would
what
hate
it is?
Like,
it's so when you go into a supermarket or something here, you go up to the till. Hello, that please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye. In America, it's hi, how are you? How's your day?
Absolutely.
How's your grandmother?
Absolutely.
You got cataracts.
And I hate that shit.
out. So you guys are too friendly. And I think that's an issue for British people.
Here's the fucking thing. I'm not fucking friendly.
She's a bitch. Yeah, you slapped me in the face when you first walked in and spat on me. And I thought she's welcome.
I'm down for no small talk. It's just the little things. Like yesterday, we were all walking down the street, Paige, Ty, and I. Not a word out of our mouths, okay? Not a word. We're silent.
Yeah.
We are mute. We are giving mime, okay? We are not fucking talking. Here's what I will say. I'm a bleach blonde bimbo. It's 10 a.m. and I'm wearing a shirt and my tits are out. Like, I do get it.
As you should.
But we walk past and this little 10-year-old points at us and laughs and taps her mom and goes, look at them. And then the mom laughs. And I go, so you just
smack in the face.
You just raise her like this. You're just raising them like this. Like they're out the womb. Like fuck those LA rats.
Have you been on the tube? Like the subway? Is that American?
Not here. Okay. I've been on the subway in
tube,
New York.
Here, if you dress nicely on the tube, someone will finger you. Unprovoked.
I'm not gonna lie. If you see me dress nicely on the tube in an hour, mind your business.
Yeah. It's that kind of vibe. Like if you're dressed nice, people will be like, I hate you.
Yeah, I think it's my problem. Even just today, like the under boob.
I appreciate
it.
it.
Yeah, and see, that's,
that.
we're gonna get along. But I gotta take these off.
You take it off, girl. Yeah, no, so it's fucking hot.
I feel like a newscaster.
Yeah, news at 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
imagine
American
our
thing.
news.
It would be like, oh my God, if we did a news channel, it would be who's got divorced recently.
Which I love.
J-Lo.
Yeah.
I don't know, I hope you're doing well, Jay. She's not watching. But it would be about divorces. It wouldn't be about like
at all
bombs or anything.
Who's cheating? Who's failing? Who's flopping? Who's in a scandal?
I want tea right now, so pour your drink.
Oh, of course.
Because
it's 11 a.m. by the way.
No, it really is. So I'm going to be blackout on my train home.
But I told you, you're my saving grace.
You know when I get drunk on trains to try and speak to people on them? I'm like, how's your day been? I do with you. I'm like, how's your day been? How's it going? You look like shit. What's happened? And no one appreciates it at all.
At all.
I digress. Anyway, I want to know.
I'm obsessed with you. I love everything that comes out of your mouth.
Needed this. This is going to be what I'll use for masturbation for the next 2 years. That sentence.
But that's what's crazy is like right now you're like, for masturbate. Like you sound classy and hot. Like to fucking masturbate.
No,
like I sound.
I love that because to other British people, I sound like scum of the earth.
You're my president,
I
bitch.
would like fuck Aldi if I could.
You're
know what Aldi is.
But you're educating me.
It's a really cheap supermarket where you get the deals.
Oh, wow. Like Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, yeah. Cultural differences. We'll learn. Anyway, I want to know who Pool Boy is.
You want to know who Pool Boy is?
Yeah, no one American's going to watch this, so you're safe.
Okay. Oh, I actually am going to have him on the podcast soon.
Shut up.
Like, no, he's an angel on earth. I posted him actually. I guess for the listeners who listen to Only Saving Grace and not canceled and probably have fathers. Pool Boy is this guy that was my fuck buddy for a long time. And then I passed the torch to Brooke, my co-host. And now we kind of split him. I haven't fucked him in a really long time, actually. I think it's Brooke's journey more so now than mine. You need like a good 4 years with him. And then you realize it's gonna go. It doesn't go anywhere. You know the type of person that you fuck and you like play house with and you date and you're like cooking a meal and saying I love you, but then the next morning it's like get the fuck out.
Yeah, and you never speak again for a week until the next one.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it just it slays. He is this wonderful guy named Hayes Greer.
Right.
And I'm sorry, Hayes. He's never gonna get a goddamn break. But it's funny because our listeners just know at this point because
you'll say I don't know why you bother doing code names because I'll just read the comment, everyone know it is.
I know. Well, it's because I've just been sued so many times, like someone
that's a flex.
Sneezing near me and saying bless you. Yeah. It's a flex
kind of
until it's not.
It's a flex until they win.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you are just
no one's ever sued me yet.
That knock on this wood, bitch. I don't know if y'all do that over here.
Yeah, we touch wood. We don't knock.
Oh, well.
I'll knock for you. I'm doing a knock. I'm touching and knocking.
Yeah, and it sucks because I'm the type of person who would just say everyone's name, and I still do now and again. Piss me off too hard, and you're getting read to filth.
Sometimes I'll do a podcast and I'm like, yeah, they probably won't ever see that.
Yeah,
like they won't care.
Yeah,
and then they'll care.
Yeah.
And they'll really comfort. And I'm like, if I ever see you at an event, I'm now scared.
And LA is so small that I just see these people. Yeah. And I'm just like, hey, really sorry about last week when I brought up your grandma and your dick
how
game.
How small your penis is.
Yeah.
It was all a joke.
Inner workings of the mind. Yeah. But it's, we were just talking about this off camera. It's such a thing with podcasting where it's like, do you podcast, like, are your topics more about your life or like pop culture?
Nah, so I'll like interview people just about them.
Good for you.
Thank you. So I like to deal with their shit.
Yeah.
Leave mine in the closet.
And see, the closet is hot.
The closet is very hot.
Like, and I don't mean that's fucking sexy.
Thank you.
Like it's people, every time we have a guest on, except for if it's someone like you or someone who can kind of shoot the shit with us and we talk about our lives, people like it.
Yeah.
But if I sit someone down for like a proper interview and they're like media trained, my comments are like, kill yourself.
Yeah.
What do you think you're fucking doing? Do you think you're fucking
we want
Nancy on Dateline?
Yeah.
Do you think you're fucking Barbara Walters, bitch? Talk about your sex life.
Reveal when they had chlamydia, what date and who gave it to them.
And what pill you took to get rid of it.
Exactly.
And it's awesome that people love that, but it's just so life ruining. Everyone knows everything about my life.
LA would be like, people would be more open about it.
Yeah.
Or are they or they're not?
Open about what? Chlamydia?
No, well, I mean, just everything. Like, I feel like they'd be more like, yeah, I fucked that man.
I don't necessarily think that's all of LA, but I think I attract people like that.
Nice.
So like my friend group is definitely that. And like the people I am friends with, even outside of my friend group, pool boy, the people I hook up with or whatever, you know, that's my type of human. I like people who just say it like it is.
Yeah, as we should.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So I want to know, because I feel like you've had quite a wild life, like compared to, I feel like I'm quite tame.
Are you?
Compared to you.
Saving grace, I guess.
God, do you know what I mean? It's got God in the title. So
yeah. I'm sorry.
May he rest. I hope he's doing well. I don't know. Anyway.
So fucking funny.
I know that you've had experiences. You've done drugs. You've got high.
Me?
Yeah, you have. You have. We watched those old vlogs.
Yeah.
Your eyes weren't even open.
They still aren't.
What's the worst experience you've ever had?
In my whole life?
In your whole life?
Well, that's hard because here's the thing.
Every time.
One thing is narrowing it down to one will never happen.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot.
Right.
But I also think that my life has been so crazy, I think, since I came out of the womb.
Yeah.
I came out of the womb hitting the blunt, you know?
Fair.
I burped really loud.
You do it into the mic next
I just looked at this pretty little fireplace on this beautiful set as I'm like ripping ass out of my face. And it's going to happen again.
Do it.
The crazy shit, like I was born in Vegas and I lived a very crazy life just for as long as I can remember. And I still do. And I attract crazy things. I have good luck in retrospect, you know, but bad luck.
You have good luck that you're still alive.
Absolutely.
Is your luck.
I think about that all the time. But bad luck anecdotally and situationally, you know? So a lot of crazy, wild, bad, quote unquote, things happen to me. But I try to look at those like, you know, it's all a part of the ride and all you can do is learn from those things and it's fun. And anytime my life is mundane anyways, I'm like, can someone come cheat on me? I'm bored.
We have a mini 3.
Yeah, we have a mini 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, fuck. But so I feel like I only write off actual bad shit as like bad shit, like death and you know, bad
so you're
shit.
fine. Like vomiting in a field for you on mushrooms.
That's a
is
Tuesday
great.
morning.
Yeah,
yeah, like that's fine. I don't
I'm
look
too
at things
scared
like that.
to do mushrooms.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm a very anxious person, right? So say if the wall moved a little bit, I'd be like, I have to check myself in somewhere.
Yes, I understand that.
Thank you.
But do you know that like microdosing champagne's working. Microdosing mushrooms is actually like really good for depression and anxiety.
I wouldn't microdose though, because I'd be like, I'm not feeling it after an hour.
So you are like me. You need to be like chained down by someone, only given the amount for microdose, and like the other amount is like in a safe.
Yeah, like me and my friends will do edibles and we'll be like, "This shit is fake." Like, what the fuck have they done that?
You take 30,
and then I'm calling 999, which is 11. Oh no, what's yours?
It's 911. But I actually am so happy I now know it's 999 in case I do some shit later.
With your luck,
I always think about that whenever I get to another country. I'm like, I should really know the number.
Yeah, once I felt like I broke my back in, where was I? Budapest, and I thought, I don't know who to call, so I just sat there and waited for it to pass.
That's really real. I sincerely 999. That's a good one.
Yeah,
America
you're welcome,
should be like that.
worry.
But this guy I'm hooking up with right now, actually, dude, he's like 32.
Nice.
33.
Rich.
Enough.
Okay. There's always room for improvement.
I start sobbing. I start fucking bawling.
Your maid.
No, but he had just recently told me he'd never done mushrooms. And I was like, first of all, how the fuck are you 32 and you've never done fucking mushrooms, you fucking pussy? Like, like, why have you done everything else under the sun and not, and no drugs? Okay.
Ketamine, but
which I guess is no drugs, really. Oh. Which is good for me, a yin and yang, I think. Because when it's yang and yang, I ruin my whole life, you know? But he just microdosed mushrooms for the first time a couple days ago. And I was like, babe, I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm so, like, you're just like opening your third eye, baby. I'm so proud of you. But he has really bad anxiety and it was like really helping him.
Did it?
Yeah. And I was like, slay.
Do you know what though? I don't know if we can get them in England. Like I feel like there'll be like spice or something.
I'll find them
dodgy.
in an hour.
You drop them off to my door. I'd be like, the police here.
Bitch, I got you. No, but I do have a problem with mushrooms as well, where once I take one, it's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. I get to like 30.
Was that, did you do it in, oh my God, what's it? Is it Turks and Caicos?
Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos. Am I saying that? Turks and Caicos?
Like, why do my face just go numb? Did I just have a stroke?
I'll look at them, don't worry. Turks and Caicos. Caicos or Caicos?
Well, the thing is it's all different out here. Like I say Mykonos, but you say Mykonos.
Yeah, Mykonos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So it's kind of the same.
Maybe I'll just say it.
Say it over the fuck
I'll
you
say
want.
Turks, darling.
There you go. Did we do mushrooms in Turks, Paige?
We did.
Did we?
No, on my birthday, we did dinner night.
Oh my God. We did.
So your birthday was first.
Yeah, right? She is my executive assistant, and her birthday is actually 1 day and 1 year apart from mine. So I was born June 24th, 98. She was born June 23rd, 97. So we get to have so much fun on our birthday because it's hers and then it turns into mine. So we just ruin our own lives consecutively for 48 hours. And
you can have the anxiety together, which is nice.
Yeah. And so for her birthday, she was like, all I want is for everyone to wear a colored wig.
Love that.
Like, which honestly was the best night of the trip. It all went downhill as soon as it turned my birthday. I'm not going to lie. But so we all wore these colored wigs and we all take mushrooms.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I'm looking at everyone and with their purple hair that's talking to me and their fucking turquoise wig that's like taking me to heaven or probably hell. We were tripping on mushrooms for sure. And it's funny because mushrooms make you realize who is so fucking annoying and who isn't.
Oh my God. Is it like, right, so not that I would ever smoke weed, but when I'm high...
Good for you for saying that. Fuck.
Disclaimer, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But when I'm high, I feel like people give me the ick. Like, I don't know why, but I couldn't smoke with someone I love. Because I'd be like, you're fucking disgusting.
I can't smoke weed. Unless I'm madly in love with you, then I can. That's fine. I love you. I love you, baby. Aside. It's fine. Yeah. But if I'm like in a new talking stage with a guy and I smoke weed and he starts fucking speaking.
Or like even moving funny. I'm like, why are you doing that?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Why have you got your feet up?
Oh my God. I like in the beginning of this year, I was super high around this guy that I was like talking to, and I was super high and I watched him walk past a mirror and like stop and go back to the mirror and like look at himself and like check himself out. And I swear to God, I had to go to the bathroom and just rock back and forth. And I was like, I'm gay. I'm so gay. This is terrible. Why? Like, oh my God, just men.
Oh my God. We need to bond over this. I feel like you'll have the same experience. First time looking at a pussy.
Yeah.
How scary was that?
First time looking at a pussy.
Were you drunk?
My own or, oh my God,
no,
let me think.
Well, I was scared looking at my own, to be fair. But looking at another woman's puss is so scary. I went, what do we do?
Yeah, and it's very much.
What do I take here? I'll pull it apart.
This is real.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree. Because here's the thing. You can just be blacked out. You can be anything and suck a dick. It's just like, put it in there.
Yeah, and just hope for the best.
And we're going to figure it out. As long as there's no teeth and you pretty much slay, they're going to be happy. Men are simple creatures,
Yeah, just tickle the ball and they'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And I've just been doing that since I was going to say out of the womb. That's terrible.
Well, you know what happens,
but saving grace. But the first time you eat a pussy, it's like, oh, wow, this is like... What is it? E equals MC squared. Pythagorean theorem.
When people tell me they do, what's the thing with rockets? Neuroscience.
No, neuroscience is the brain.
Do you know what? Same level though. When they say that's how I imagine what their work is.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot to this.
Yeah.
And even drunk, I'm digging for gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know what's going on.
And again, with a man, it's kind of like, he could fuck your face. Sorry. Saving grace.
I mean,
he could fuck you.
I haven't got the gag reflex for that.
Like, he could figure it out. There are holes. There are things. But with a girl, it's like, if you can't figure that shit out, you're just like knocking knees for an hour.
You're a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought scissoring was still a thing.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
it's not.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like, I'll scissor now and again, but it's kind of scissoring is just
a wild sentence you just said. I will scissor now and again.
And I said it like it was going to Boots down the road.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I'll go Audi.
Yeah.
Why did I do a really British accent? Anyway.
No, I mean, I will, but whenever you're scissoring, you're just like, I feel like in your head, both girls are like, this is funny. But I go everywhere. I like it to be like I want it to be an acrobatic show. Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing. It's either, I'm very much with everything I do in life. I'm either blacked out or I'm dead fucking sober. I'm either finding God or I'm doing mushrooms in a wig and Turks and Caicos. There's no in between for anything ever. Okay. So even when it comes to sex, it's like, I am going to give you an acrobatic show.
Right.
Or I'm going to lay there as a pillow fucking princess
and wait for it to be over.
Yeah. And you're gonna do your thing.
I don't have the knees for that.
I get it. My best friend actually Amari, he just saw me have sex.
Oh.
And I actually just told this story on Canceled.
Yeah.
But I had to cut it
Why?
Because I just was too exposing. Like everyone would have known the person and the timeline.
Right.
And this could have been years ago. This could have been yesterday.
Well, let's say
worry about
10
yourself.
years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago. Yeah.
I was 15. No,
it's legal.
No, but I was fucking this guy.
Right.
And he's a very attractive guy, which is rare for me.
I expect nothing less.
Oh my God, I love the uglies. I love the face tats. I love the dad bod 3.0s. I have serious issues. It's like, and then we get the occasional hot one when I'm feeling like I should just be a person.
It's like a bingo.
Absolutely. It's like
Sometimes
Russian roulette.
You get it, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But I was fucking this guy and I knew that Amari really thought he was hot,
Right.
And we were all sharing. Well, Amari and I were sharing a hotel room.
Okay.
And the guy came with us out.
Yeah.
And we were all at the club. And I wish I could tell you the club because you would just die laughing. I'm sure you could guess. But we all go to the club and we get back from the club and we get to the room and I apparently am having sex with this guy. We're both, the guy and I are blacked out.
Apparently. No.
And I've went on like a million dates with him. I was like, I'm not going to fuck him, whatever. We got drunk enough. We had
Fucks
sex.
Him. Yep.
And Amari walks into us having sex and he like explained this to me. He was like, I wasn't startled. I had to get ready in the bathroom. I had to get ready in the bathroom and you were in the bedroom of the hotel and like I had to do my skincare. I was going somewhere. And so Amari just sat in the bathroom and did his skincare and like not watched our sex. I don't want to make him seem like a voyeur.
I feel like he had a peep,
know? No, but he told me he did like a triple take. Like he was like, the guy's hot, so I looked one. First it was like, I'm shocked. Second, it was like, the guy's hot, so I looked again. And then he told me the third time that I was just doing acrobatics. So he was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I wake up the next day and I'm like, Amari, I have so much anxiety. What did I do last night? What happened? Like I was so drunk, blah, blah. And he was like, you fucked blank. And I shoot up out of bed. I go, I did what?
No.
I had no idea.
Would you ever release a sex tape? I feel like if you ever fall off, which is impossible.
Well, that's really nice.
When you're 60,
I hope
right?
I do. Fuck.
You're 60, shit's sagging. It's not looking good.
Oh, no. We're calling Dr. Hovsapien, Dr. Gavami, Dr. Yovina. We're calling them all. Nothing's sagging. I'm going to look scary. I'm going to look like Donatella, but with super glue.
I think you should release a sex tape. Just bang it out.
Well, Amari, after witnessing that, do you know the first thing he said to me? He said, you should release a sex tape.
I agree.
Like that was a show.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. And there have been points in my life where I was going to release a sex tape. And
it just depends with who.
I look back at one certain time, I got an offer to release a sex tape. And I didn't do it.
Right.
And I think I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Was it because it was a lot of money?
A lot of money.
How much money?
Above $10 million.
You're an idiot. What the fuck?
And I'm so stupid.
We're in a living crisis in England.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Well, I'm in a living crisis because I said, no, actually, that's a joke.
For £5. That's what I do.
Do you do OnlyFans?
No, I don't have the facilities for that.
Well, you absolutely have the facilities for that. Promise.
Thank you.
Call me. One call. I'll make you millions, bitch. I'll make you millions.
OnlyFans over here is more like, for men, people are really horrible to girls that do OnlyFans over here. Is it the same over the sea, darling?
Okay. I validate that actually. Okay. Yesterday I was shooting with the Sidemen and one of the guys was like talking to me crazy about, not the Sidemen, but like we were doing a dating video, like one of the dates was talking to me crazy about OnlyFans. And I was like, oh my God, bro. Like, first of all, I could buy your life. Shut up.
Yeah, cool. Come on.
But I do feel that because even in America, I think that like, I live in LA where everything,
a lot of people do
it's jaded Disneyland reality where nothing is real and everything that everyone says isn't fucking real and everything that everyone does isn't fucking real. And you go over to like Texas and you're like, oh, this is the real world. You know? Fucking cotton candy land. Seriously. It's nice to be out of it, but I'll stop bitching. It's so normalized in like big cities, like a Miami, like a New York, like in LA. But the rest of the world, it's not. It is, you know, well, and there's also just such a big stigma around it where people assume that you do it all. You do the worst, you know, like I've never done any like video stuff or sex stuff or any other one-on-one. No, I just, you know,
pussy pic.
No pussy pics yet. Who knows?
I just wanted to ask.
You know, nothing's off the table, sincerely, just right now. It's more just like a fun, I guess, rated R naked version of my life, but there's nothing going in the holes. There's nothing going
That's fair.
around. You know, I don't feel like I'm there yet. I feel like the second that you kind of go from...
And you can't come back from that either.
And that's how I felt it in the sex tape era. I should have just released the sex tape one and done. Should have my little Pamela Anderson moment. But when it comes to entering the world of porn, obviously censor that if you're gonna, you know. I just know that I do a lot of other things in my career.
Yeah.
And it would take away a lot of facets of my career, at least right now. But shit, when I'm 30, who knows?
Yeah,
bro? I have a husband. We're born.
So you did the Sidemen video. Mm-hmm. If you had to fuck a member of the Sidemen.
KSI.
Oh.
Duh.
Okay.
But that's fucking embarrassing.
With the bandana on or with the bandana off?
Either. Choke me with it. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I'm kidding, JJ. I love you. You're my friend.
Swear to God,
that's a
I guess.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're always going to go for the ringleader, right? If you can.
Yeah.
He's obviously but we're just great friends. That was just a joke. I actually don't know the rest of their names either. I've met them a couple times. So it's like, well, like if I was going to answer anyone else, I would have said like Sidemen 4. Like I don't know their names.
4 in order.
Which is crazy because I just shot with them for 12 hours like yesterday.
Listen, you don't need to know their names. It's fine.
And you're going to go for the most money, that Prime money. Come on. And I'm not going to fuck Logan,
big
obviously.
In America.
Is what?
Is Prime big in America?
Yes, very.
Because over here, people would stab their nans for a bottle of Prime.
Yes.
Oh, seriously.
Yes.
Like.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, it's big over there as well.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, even just like I always have it in my fridge because I'm on the PR list. I'm so cool. No, I don't mean it like that, but just it's always in my fucking fridge. And anytime I have anyone over, like my hair girl the other day, she was like, please let me take a bottle. I don't care if it's empty. My son will think I'm the coolest mom ever.
Do you think it tastes nice?
Yes.
Tastes like shit.
Really?
Yeah. Apart from the red one. I like the red one.
Well, do you like vitamin water? Do you like...
We're British. We don't. We don't. A Pepsi maybe.
Okay. But you're not big into like electrolyte drinks?
No, we'll have like... Do you have Lucozade in America?
But is it like Gatorade?
Yeah, but yellow. And tastes like orange.
Okay.
I don't know if...
I'm going to try it today.
Yeah, do it. I mean, what you have with hangovers.
Prime is really like... I've always... Like Gatorade is obviously the biggest drink like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's tastes more like water to me. Like it's thinner. Like, you know what I mean? Like Prime is sweeter and yummy, apparently, but it's better for you.
Well, so I was going to say, if you've got a hangover, apparently if you drink Prime, it just...
And here's the thing too. This is why I love Prime.
Right.
And God, Logan, pay me.
Seriously.
Fuck. But I like Prime because it is the most amazing possible chaser for alcohol.
Okay.
Like, because it's...
Now I understand
it's a little like... Again, it's better for you, but the natural sweeteners, whatever the fuck is in it, it's a little thicker and it's
so many.
It's the best chaser for alcohol in the world. And then you wake up with way less of a hangover because you're getting all the good shit in you. So
maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, I'm a big water girl though. I don't really drink anything for like fun other than unsweetened
water. Can you some water brands I don't drink because I don't think they taste very nice.
Do we have the same water brands though? Or are we gonna suck at this? Let's try.
I'm very white. It's giving Caucasian, but I am. I really like Fiji water. I think Fiji water. I really like Fiji water. Okay, because I think it's got a little something there. I like an Evian.
Evian is up there with me.
10/10. I don't like a Smart Water.
Smart Water, I think it's neutral for me.
Voss
is up there.
It's not, but I've only had it once.
Dasani is piss of the earth.
I don't know what you just said. Dasani.
Oh fuck! My favorite water is Arrowhead, but I know you don't have that here.
That sounds like a band.
It's the cheapest water in America. Like everyone thinks it's like the most white trash, awful fucking cheap water. But I grew up on it. Okay. So
do you know
some things never change.
When I land in LA, or
there are so many better things to do for you to get a goddamn Arrowhead.
Me, just like in the airport, like you got any Arrowhead?
Like no, bitch. Maybe down the street at the bus stop. Like fuck.
No, bitch. What is the worst thing about living in LA?
Oh my God.
Because to me, LA, I feel like you see Kardashians everywhere and everyone's really scary.
I think if you're in that niche world, I think there are so many fucking normal people in LA.
Yeah.
That's why I hate when everyone's like, LA is so fake, I can't make one friend. I'm like, you're the problem. Go meet a barista. Right. Go meet a fucking normal... there are normal people everywhere, but obviously when you're caught up in the influencer, like celebrity scene, you know? I think the worst thing is... At least in my LA world. Yeah. Again, there's so much of the normal side. I fantasize every day about just being a goddamn barista. I'm just saying God, I sound terrible. I'll kill myself.
Stop being an influencer, darling.
But is you have to be strong-willed to not get caught up in it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, how many followers do you have? Or, oh my God, like people are just shady. Someone will pretend to be your best friend for the most ill intention in the world. Like, it really teaches you how to kind of screen people for a million things, for their intentions and who they are. And everyone's doing everything for this highlight reel on Instagram and to look so cool and whatever.
I saw that thing about Bryce Hall being like, yeah, I fucked Tana.
He tweeted today, was like, he has like a new fight, and he was like tweeting, I want Tana to say Team Bryce on God to like promote it. I need her to have it. I was like, didn't you just say you fucked me for clout on a podcast 3 days ago?
This man also loves eating ass. He needs to be quiet. I can't believe it. The cheek.
Did you fuck it?
No, I swear to God, but I know someone that did. And also, he's obsessed with NDAs. But they don't work because everyone still talks. I always think about NDAs, right?
Everyone still talks.
What's the point? Yeah.
I had a weird NDA phase. This was in my like fake marriage phase.
Jake Paul.
Well, it's because people everyone who'd ever come in contact with me would like secretly record me. They wanted the intel. They wanted like the weird. So I was trying to like protect myself from living like that. But then I was like, what the fuck? Who cares? Like, and everyone's just going to break them anyways. They don't matter at all. Unless it's like business. I'll sign an NDA over like a business deal. But like, other than that, fuck that.
What do you think of that like stage of your life now? Like the whole Jake Paul thing? Like,
I think about it a lot.
I think that feels like so long ago.
Thank God. Yeah. No, but I mean, like I said earlier, you're like asking me about bad experience or good experience or whatever. Everything's just me pouring up another drink.
Talk about Jake Paul.
It was just a really big learning experience, and he and the experience taught me more than probably anyone or anything about this world and this life and how to live it and how to navigate it. And I wouldn't change most things, I guess, you know?
Do you speak to him now or not really?
No. No.
But if it makes you feel any better from the outside, that was so iconic.
It was super fun and iconic. And I had so much fun. And I really cared about him, like so much. And I think that's why it's like, I'm not trying to just be pals, you know what I mean? Like, but.
I wanted to ask you, because obviously in England, we hear about all the drama in America, but we don't really...
It must be so nice to be so goddamn far away from it.
No, but the thing is, right, if someone in England gets cancelled, no one in America is going to know about it.
Really?
If someone in America gets cancelled, everyone knows about it.
Whoa, that's a crazy thought. I've never...
No, but it's like, I don't know why. I don't know why it's a thing. Just people in England are, I think, just a bit irrelevant in America. But that Colleen... Gossip Tray, you know, that woman there... Is that still huge in America right now? Or not?
I mean, I feel like it hit its peak, like maybe like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. People are definitely still talking about it.
Can you leave your house if you've been that cancelled in America?
I've been that cancelled in America a lot of times.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Streaming the cancelled podcast.
It happens.
I definitely would leave my house, but I've been cancelled so many times where I would leave the house and I'd be like at Target. Trying to buy some paper towels, and someone's like, yo, fuck you.
Shut up.
Yo, oh my God.
People actually come up to you?
Oh, absolutely.
The way I would cry.
I can think of a couple times where I did like cry or like lose my mind, where someone came up to me in person and just fucking was horrible to me because of something that I was canceled for, you know?
Deep?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of things I did wrong, and I guess you open the doors to subjecting yourself for that when you get canceled, you know?
Yeah.
Not when you get canceled, but like when you put yourself out on the internet. Like, especially if you're filming your everything and people love you and resonate with you so much, you're also opening the door for people to hate you or be mad at you so much. And, you know, you've got to accept the cons for the pros, you know? And
I've always heard that it's like people really love you and they love to build you up until you're really big.
Yeah.
And then when you get big,
people love to see people fail.
And then they just love to, and that scares me.
Well, it's hard because at least I can't deny this when you see it, like even the Colleen shit. Like,
I live
like this bitch is apologizing with a ukulele. I can't look away.
No,
it's like a car crash. Like, you don't want that to happen, but like you're looking out the window, you're looking at it.
But
as
for
you pass
Trisha
it.
to be on the other side as well, like before, Trisha would always be the one with shit. And
I think she deserves that. I'm not gonna lie.
She's iconic.
I fucking love her.
She's iconic. She's in her like wholesome mother era.
Absolutely,
I love that for her.
She's just always had the kindest soul, and she's been, especially now over time, has kind of explained so many of her crazy things.
Yeah.
And alludes a lot of them to being hand in hand with the struggle with mental health.
Yeah.
And people just want to like condemn people for mistakes they made on camera in the public eye forever. And it's like, at the end of the day, every single person leaving those comments saying you're canceled, if there was a camera on them 24/7,
they'd be fucked.
They'd be fucking canceled too. Mm-hmm. Like it's not an easy thing to navigate, especially when you're not cookie cutter and brand safe and PR friendly and hiding half of your life from the world. When you actually put your whole fucking life out there.
We're not a family channel.
Especially, exactly. And even those are fucked.
Yeah.
I just respect it. And the shit that Colleen really did to her has like had me floored for like weeks now.
Wild.
Like, dude, even 18-year-old dumbass me who's been canceled for absolutely everything in the world would never do that to someone. Like, common fucking decency. Don't be a fucking terrible fucking person. And it's sad. I feel like when Trisha loves someone, she really does like love so hard that it's like she definitely fucking really cared about Colleen. And for Colleen to be such, for lack of a better word, a fake fucking
in her house as well with like their children.
Yeah, like it's just
wild.
Like when I first talked about it on the podcast, I didn't really know a lot about the scandal, so I was just making fun of the like ukulele of it all, because it's like even Tana Mongeau wouldn't apologize with an instrument. I said though, catch me with my next apology with a harp, bitch. Like harping that fuck. But when you actually uncover all the details, it's like, oh, you're awful.
Yeah, it's deep.
And I've known her. I shot like shows with her. I've known her for a really long time, Colleen, and I've done things with her and had normal ass moments with her, and like, I was just very like jarred.
Well, did you see that Shane clip where ages ago he was like, she's, I don't know if
he was on a talk show and he was saying that he likes her because she like talks her shit.
Yeah.
Like her, And we all like a person like that, right? Where you can come with them and not like Colleen, but I'm saying a person where you can come talk your shit and gossip with them and it's fun. You're close friends.
Yeah.
Yes. But if that's your talking shit, then it's like, that's a completely different line. Like you can have fun with your friends and gossip and everyone does that, but don't be a terrible fucking person.
No, there's a line. But being cancelled in America is what, like, I feel like Shane Dawson, I fucking love, I don't know if even I can say this. I loved Shane Dawson. And I don't think he fucked his cat.
He didn't fuck his cat.
I don't think he fucked his cat. I think you lot are wild for that.
I would have absolutely, I think he probably should have never said and done the things he did, and that's why people took the assumptions. But
what he fully got cancelled for, fair.
I wouldn't have I would work right now at the Macca's down the road.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
And I mean that. Like I started my YouTube channel because of him and he mentored me for so long.
You pissed on him. I remember seeing this.
Clickbait, okay? Clickbait. I'll give him that clickbait. And looking back, it's like, that probably should have never happened. Videos like that. But I grew up watching him and he made the most offensive, crazy videos in the world. But my childhood and my household was so turbulent and bad that I was so excited to laugh and be shocked and escape my own reality for 10 minutes that he inspired me so much to be able to do that for someone else.
But I guess at the time as well, like even viewing it, we at the time didn't see that.
Yeah. And we were young, and that's the whole scandal and drama of it all, I guess, is, but.
Do you still speak to him?
Not really. I mean, I've seen him one time since the whole scandal, and it was at a Jeffree Star Cosmetics event, which is even funnier. It's all of us in one room, like someone's dying to bomb that room.
It's so true,
but so many people probably. We had a really good, deep conversation. We both like sobbed our eyes out and just really talked a lot of shit through, and spent the next couple of days texting about it and stuff. And I think that. For what it's worth, and people might hate to hear this, but at the end of the day, it's like people get canceled on the internet and people are like, that person deserves to die. That's how people think.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't
even with the Colleen shit, like Colleen's gonna live probably 80 years, 100, I don't fucking know. But, these people still have lives and they're going to live. So all you can, unless it is, if it's a crime, go to jail. And I'm not negating that, but I'm saying, if these people get canceled, all they can do, if you think about it logistically, all they can do is try to learn and grow and become their best self.
And that's it.
And distance themselves from
if you're not going to go to jail, what else?
that's all you can do. And I mean, I know him and Ryland, his man, now just they live far away. They don't live for this shit. They're having a kid, I think.
Oh, I saw that.
I think they're just very far from it, which I think is a good thing, you know?
Yeah, I think sometimes it can be a bit much.
Yeah.
Do you think Illuminati's real? Because it's this thing, like when I hear about like Hollywood and shit, everyone's like the Illuminati's real. But in England, like, it's not a thing.
I on this meme page the other day, I saw this girl. She at Exposing Celeb on Instagram. Of course, I follow them. I follow them all. I keep up.
You're waiting.
It's my job. That's why I do it. I'm like totally not obsessed with keeping up with everything. I saw this girl. She made this like 5-part TikTok series about how she used to be really big in LA, like not famous, but like friends with like all these famous people, like Pamela Anderson's sons, Brandon, and she was really good friends with Noah Cyrus and like all these people that like I know. And she was going on and on about how she became friends with them and they're all good people, and she would never mention the bad people. So she was mentioning the good people she knew to kind of prove like, here I was in Hollywood.
She was in the industry.
And then she started telling all these stories about how she was meeting these Viners and these celebrities and all these people back in the day, and that she saw these people trying to do blood rituals and satanic rituals and weird shit that's really illegal that I'm not even going to get into, and like all this shit. And she was saying it is that dark. It's a dark place. And I've seen so many people say that. And
you've never seen that?
Dude, I mean, I remember... Whoa, Vicky, do you know who that is?
Come on, yeah.
Okay. She's actually releasing a podcast and just asked me to be her first guest.
She's really religious now. Is that
yes? Yeah. She found God. I might need to. I'm next.
Well,
she's launching a podcast, and I'm about to be her first guest, and I'm so excited to unpack that. But she made this or did this interview one time where she was talking about how she went to this Bella Thorn party, and I dated Bella Thorn for like fucking 2-3 years. Who's counting? I don't know.
That you did.
And she was like, I showed up at the door and they wanted my blood and it was giving Illuminati and whatever. And dude, Bella's fucking crazy, dude. And she loves to do some weird shit for the plot. She's an artsy, crazy, like everything is for the art, and she's crazy. But that bitch is not in the Illuminati. I would know.
Yeah.
I was with her every single fucking day. Like, I know she's not. You know what I mean? And I just see all these things where people are like, I've been in every celebrity situation ever. I've probably done drugs with your favorite celebrity. I've probably fucked your favorite celebrity. I've probably, dream. And no, it's not a good thing. Seriously, I'm going to find God next, like, whoa, Vicky.
Don't.
But I'm just saying, I feel like I have been at everything and in every situation. I was
going to say, if anyone was going to see it, it would be you.
And here's the thing. I don't know about the whole, like, Jay-Z level or
like
Obama level or Beyonce level. And maybe there is. Because sincerely, I mean, Illuminati it means secret society. And I think that...
Oh, I didn't even know that.
You know, well, I don't know if it translates to that, but I'm saying that's what the Illuminati is, according to people, is a secret society.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I guess, if there's really a big secret no one wants to tell Tana Mongeau because she's going to talk about it. So maybe there is something that is...
But would you take it? Like, okay, I am the Illuminati right now. I'm coming up to you. You're right. If you want... like, who's really Beyonce level fame and money, yeah? But all you've got to do, I don't know how they get into this, but you have to kill Amari to get that.
No, fuck no.
No.
I don't even think I want that fame-wise anyways. I think the level that I'm at scares the shit out of me all the fucking time when it comes to stalkers and privacy.
Beyonce couldn't get blackout drunk and take a piss in the street.
Ever. Well, I guess it depends on, because Britney Spears did.
I'd let her.
You could be on that.
Yeah.
But then...
Free Britney, though. Do you know what I mean?
No. I think all that, I wouldn't do any of that. I like where I'm at. I think money over fame any day. Can't wait to fall off and be somewhere, you know?
And I always think, when you fall off, how do you get money? Like Shane Dawson stuff, how are they getting money?
Hopefully, I mean, at least for me, it's like invest, start companies, do side projects. Or like
property.
Yeah, do your thing. Secure your bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know about anyone else, but that's my thing. And
Can we please talk about the fact? So I saw that you went up to Christine from Selling Sunset and said the new series was shit.
What?
We watched all of it and you loved it. Oh, please get it for the clickbait. And the cast were there. Is that the most embarrassing thing you've done?
Fuck no.
It
is like a 1 on a scale of 1 to 10.
What would you say the most embarrassing thing you've done is?
I can't
like something
keep
that
track.
keeps you up because when I go to bed, I twitch because really embarrassing things will come into my head and it makes me want to physically pass away.
I can't keep track. I embarrass myself
constantly.
Once a day at least. And I am so fucking embarrassing. The problem is I'm sincerely unfiltered. And like I said on the podcast, I went up to Christine and we have a very funny friendship. We're not close, but when we see each other and we go out, it's very much like, it's not going to be like, hi, kisses, like, oh my God, you look gorgeous. And we're going to say funny shit to each other. She's funny. We have a similar energy, you know? And I was just making a joke. Like this, like, because I love the villain, you know? I love someone.
No, same. She's my favorite.
Well, here's the thing. And it's like people are like, I hate her. She sucks. No, she realized that she's going to get the highest ratings and the highest pay and be able to start
screen time
and be able to start amazing companies from that and fucking build her business, bitch, by playing into a persona that clearly people can't look away from. And I have respect for someone like that because it's like, I don't give a fuck what people think. I'm going to be in my bag. Yeah. You know? And I was just making a joke. Like you carried that show and shit's ass without you. And then the other cast members of the new season were there and they all heard me say it. And I had to try to recover from that. I'll never recover from that.
No.
Absolutely ever.
But I guess you can play it off slightly. But I was like, I knew you were here. Only joking.
I didn't even try.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I was like, hey girl, I love your pants. Like, you stupid bitch, Tana. It didn't work.
If you had a Netflix show, what would it be? I think it would have to be like Keeping Up with the Kardashians vibe.
Well, I've tried reality television. I've dabbled
in it.
And
yeah,
I don't know if I'm sane enough for it.
I think I
don't know if I'm sane enough for it.
Would be meant like if a TV crew were at your recent birthday, the viewings that would have got.
I thought about that actually.
Would have smashed out the park.
I'm not going to lie.
You'd retire.
I did wake up the next day and that was one of my first thoughts. I'm not going to lie. It was one of my first thoughts. I was like, they can't make this shit up. Not just because I document everything. Even right now I'm going through this crazy shit I was telling you about off camera and I can't talk about it yet, but I'm documenting it all because I'm like, dude, like
one day.
Yeah. Because that's my thing. If something terrible is going to happen to me, I'm going to air it out if I can.
Your life.
But yeah, sometimes you just can't make this shit up. But reality TV set me to the brink of suicide. Doing reality TV.
People that don't know, what did you do?
I had a show on MTV called...
Yeah, but they set you up with that, but anyway, cool.
Allegedly, she said it, not me.
Sorry. Oh, yes.
No, it's fine. It's fine. She said it, not me, allegedly. I have to burp, wait.
Oh, Rosie, you cough queen.
Oh, she's cough, girl. Cough.
This is a safe space.
Oh my God. I was just talking about the fact that, do you know who Howie Mandel is? Like Mr. Deal or No Deal, he's bald.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But you know how he's like a germaphobe?
Yeah. Oh,
like, that's like his thing, right? I was just talking about how I did a podcast with him and I was holding in a cough for like 3 hours.
Oh, because you didn't want to, that's really sweet.
He's terrified and tears were streaming down my eyes.
How have I not spoken to you about this?
Well,
sorry, carry on.
What were we?
No.
MTV something.
Wait, MTV, I said it, not you. Reality TV.
You were like, what'd you do? So I did Tana Unfiltered, then Tana Turns 21, and Tana something. I don't know. I've trauma blocked it all out.
Yeah.
I've just always been a YouTuber, so I get to cut my own shit.
The thing is, I think if you were with a good, allegedly.
That's a word everyone like the podcast needs.
A good company, they would cut you well.
Here's the thing. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Kardashian. They're exemplified from this, you know. Exempt from this. Wrong word.
Whatever the fuck they want to cut.
Yeah, for sure. Because they're carrying Hulu on their back. They're carrying wherever they are on their back. But other than that, all good reality television is made from the fact that the people in it don't get the fucking cuts. Like, and that's just the truth.
The worst part.
Because they're going to... You know, most reality television shows, in my opinion, are gonna cut it up together and not give a fuck how anything went in real life to give the viewer the most enjoyable experience. And sometimes that's hating someone. And sometimes that's hating a situation. Sometimes that's loving something. It just is what it is, you know? Yeah. And I respect the game. I respect the hustle. I just went to Jersey Shore.
I was literally about to bring that up. I was going to say, did it open your eyes a little bit to how shit like that's filmed?
Dude. So my best friend, Jeff Wittick, wanted to shoot this series called Jeffrey Shore.
Nice.
And he's from Staten Island. He was on a couple episodes of Jersey Shore. Like, he grew up in that environment. He knows those people. He's just like them. Yeah. If he didn't make it on fucking YouTube and get hit by a crane with David Dobrik, just kidding.
It is the one with the eye.
It is the one with the one.
I didn't want to say.
He still looks great though, and
hope you're doing well.
He's prevailed. Sometimes I have to look in his rear view mirror when he drives because he can't see. But other than that, he's doing great.
Great, yeah.
But he wanted to shoot kind of a Jersey Shore like remake and whatever.
Yeah, that'd be.
And we went to the Jersey Shore house.
Oh, is that one?
And have you ever seen Jersey Shore?
I've seen Geordie Shore, which is the UK version.
I've heard about that. I need to fucking watch that.
No, you love it. They shit in plant pots.
Here's what we're going to do.
I'm ready.
You and me are going to flip-flop. You're going to watch Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch Geordie Shore.
And then we're compare notes.
And we're going to talk. Because Jersey Shore is one of the greatest reality television shows of all time.
I've heard.
And the highest rating.
Is it Snooki?
Snooki, JWoww, Pauly D, all those.
I've heard that.
It's one of the greatest reality television shows of all time. They open episode 1 with Snooki getting decked in the face by a man. It has one of the highest ratings of reality television of all time.
2023.
And I swear to God, I've seen every episode 100 times. My ex and I would just like fucking watch it. Like, just watch an episode, watch an episode, watch an episode for like years. It's one of my favorite fucking shows. And so we're shooting the series, and then the Jersey Shore house, the actual house,
right?
It's attached to like where they'd work at this t-shirt shop. They'd make them work there. And that was the whole premise of the show. Okay, they'd have to work there and then go party in the Jersey Shore. And so they invited us to the house.
Iconic.
I get there. I swear to God, I'm acting like I'm at like the Buckingham Palace. I'm acting like I'm at the fucking Taj Mahal. Like, it is a ratchet ass house in the Jersey Shore that's falling apart. Like, nothing like that. But they were breaking down like how the show actually worked, you know, and they were like it was all real. Like, there were cameras just everywhere on all of them at all times, and they were fighting, and they had no control over everything. And this house is small. And there's 10 of them in there. It's small. It's small. It honestly gives like townhome. Like, it's not even like a house, really.
God forbid.
And now they're all so famous and rich that it's so funny that I'm walking through this house with these twin beds that are like broken and shit. And I'm like, how the fuck did these people who are now like multi-gazillionaires live in this condition, you know? And it's just crazy, but it's what made for the best reality television of all time is MTV saying, fuck you, we're going to cut this correctly, allegedly, 100%. In my opinion.
And it was the dirtiest, like, obviously I've never seen that one, but I feel like Geordie Shore is a similar like level. They're like shitting in plant pots. They're fucking each other, fighting. I love that. But all of them now, or the ones that I've seen, are like, I wish, like, they're happy because they're so rich, but they're so embarrassed that was shown.
And that's a big part of choosing to put your life out there. Brooke, my co-host of Canceled.
We love her.
We were having this conversation the other day on Canceled, and she was like, does it ever freak you out that you can never go back? Like, that this is all going to be out there forever.
Yeah, I didn't even think
that.
Like,
it just lives forever. If you ever wanted a different life, you can't. She's newer to this than me. You know, we were good friends, and I was like, come on the Canceled podcast. And she had an Instagram following and stuff, and she's the funniest girl in the world. She deserves everything.
No, that was an amazing decision.
I will never accredit her success to me. I think that she is successful because she is so amazing and funny and the best conversationalist. But she's newer to this than me. And I was like, yeah, Brooke, I let that go 5 years ago, and you'll get there. Like, at some point, you can't live with the disdain of that because,
but you wouldn't. You know, I think it gets to a point where you wouldn't even have the choice to go back anyway.
Oh,
there's no way you're going to work in McDonald's.
There's no way I could ever go back. And I think it's very different too. I have these conversations with some people sometimes where they're like, oh, I wish I could go back. I wish I could take it all back. Like, what if I wanted to be a nurse? What if I wanted to be this? But here's the thing. I would have been a drug dealer or a stripper or dead. And that's a very, like...
What would you have done if it wasn't
That wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
I would have been a drug dealer, a stripper, or dead. Yeah. It's not a joke at all. The life I was living with no money and no parents and no nothing, allegedly. Those are the words I use, so no one sues me.
Yeah.
But... would have been that. For me, it's like, I'm going to pick airing my life out on the internet and hopefully finding someone who loves me for me and loves that for that.
Do you think you'd ever date someone normal now or not? I say normal, but as in like someone who's not in the industry.
I know people always clown me for saying normal, but I do say that.
Yeah.
Because I don't mean normal like anyone's any different. We're all just people, but more so that this life is fucking weird and the rest of the world is fucking normal. I did. My last like for the most part. My last 2 boyfriends were very normal people.
Right.
And
how did that go?
My like last, I guess, like serious relationship was with like someone who lived in Vegas where I'm from.
Right.
When I guess Vegas isn't normal, but he's a very normal guy.
Yeah.
And
considering.
he literally did not know how to post an Instagram story. I had to teach him.
Okay.
Like he would just do his own thing, did real estate, like did his own thing, like knew nothing and was just so proud of me and had like didn't want anything to gain from me. And like it was
so cute.
It's really nice. There's a part of me that does think that I might end up with someone like that, you know?
I feel like because when you're in social media, right, you're like, I feel like we don't have we're a little bit, what's the word? I don't know.
Jaded.
A little bit, what does that mean?
Like rose-colored glasses, you look at the world differently. Your perception is different from reality.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, right. Yeah. And you're always a bit like, oh my God, what is this word? Like...
skeptical.
Yeah. And you're just a bit, you don't have, you get what I'm saying. But with a normal person, sometimes I think they find it hard.
Yes.
Like my boyfriend's a recruiter. He's not in this industry at all.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think he just finds the whole thing really wild.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people can maybe deal with that.
I recently, how do I say this?
Allegedly.
I kind of found myself starting to like this boy, right?
Okay.
And he sat me down, and this was after us like hanging, like we're good friends, and we'd been hanging out a lot, and he's seen a lot of shit happen, you know, where like we go somewhere and we're trying to have like a normal moment, and then all of a sudden there's 500 people around me and they're grabbing us and we're getting mobbed and security's there, and we couldn't just go get a coffee or
pop to the shop for a pint of milk.
Like, yeah, or just, you know, like I post somewhere and then everyone knows where we are and they show up, or I understand that a big part of my life is saying goodbye to privacy for now. There's no privacy.
I guess it's unfair, but yeah, I get
But it's not, I will never say it's unfair, because at the end of the day, I think that, don't get me wrong, there are people who didn't choose this life and maybe it's unfair to them, but like I sat down in front of a camera and said, I want to do this
But do you ever feel like there should be boundaries? Like if you say, I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do feel like there should be boundaries, but I also understand that people resonate with you so much that they feel like they know you. Especially
that's true.
When it comes to an influencer.
And because one that's not, like unfiltered, like us, because I feel like they really know.
Yeah, like I want to be as close to my audience as possible, but then that's what breeds stalkers. That's what breeds so many things. And I like a celebrity who's an actor and plays all these roles. People might resonate with those roles, but they're like, I'm not going to show up to their house. I don't know them. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to go walk up to them and grab their fucking hair and hug them and slap their ass and whatever. Like, like, oh my God, people touch me so crazy. And I'll have a mental breakdown about it one now and again. I'm like, why the fuck are you touching me? Like, you know, it does freak me out, but I know that I kind of sign that away. And that's life. That's why I take security where I go. But this guy sat me down and he was like, listen, I adore you. And I think you're an amazing person and I would love to be with you, but I can't handle your life. And I hate...
That's so shit.
It's sad. I was sobbing. He was like, I think you're so amazing and I love to be around you, but I'm a really private person and I know myself mentally and I know that I'm not cut out for this. Yeah. And obviously I'm going to say thank you for your honesty. Pop off. Yeah. You're fucking honest. You told me the truth.
For once a man was honest.
Real. Yeah. Does it feel like shit? Yes. Yeah. Is that his, like, it doesn't feel like shit because of him. Yeah. It's just something that I have to understand with my life. Yeah. Like, I've always said, I know it's hard to date me. You're signing up for so fucking much to be with me. You are signing up for so fucking much. And that's, you know, that's what makes it harder to find love, is you have to find someone who loves you so much that they're down. And then that's sad for them too. And then you feel that guilt. And it's a whole big thing. That's why you're like, I don't think you're ever going to fall off. I'm like, please.
You know what? You've got too many songs written about you.
Oh my God.
To fall off. That's so iconic. Are you joking me?
Well,
it's the reaction video to the Bella Thorn one was it's still in my favorites. Are you joking?
So funny.
But now you're friends now. Or you were friends, I don't know.
Now. No, we were not at the time. We had a very, very turbulent breakup and she was in her music era. I mean, the song about me that she wrote is called Stupid Fucking Bitch. Which is crazy. She hired someone to look just like me. She did the whole damn thing, you know?
Yeah, but does it give you anxiety when you watch that? Like, you're like, oh my God. Or like, are you laughing more? So I wouldn't know how I'd react.
Okay, the first couple times it happened.
Right.
Where someone...
First couple times is wild, but yeah, carry on.
It is, like, it's such a jaded sentence. But the first couple times it happened, maybe a little anxiety. Bella's was funny, though. I was like, there's no fucking way you just did this.
It was wild.
And now we're good. We made up in how y'all say Ibiza. We made up in Ibiza. And now we're good. And it was just like a funny thing. But yeah, I mean, I just go for people. That's the thing, is I battle. Yeah. Like dating the normal person with the normal job, the real estate agent. Yeah. They're comforting and they're safe and they're fun. But I love a musician. I want to go see you fucking tour. I want to go see you sing.
If you had to date a musician, anyone, who would it be?
I can't say, because I might be a stalker. No, I have a crush on this musician. It's like bad. It's really bad. And we're great friends.
Okay, so give me the one below that one.
Okay.
If you couldn't,
I have to stop thinking about him seriously.
He has a girlfriend and he doesn't want me. He literally doesn't want me. He's blind, darling. So.
No, he's literally hotter than me and has a better life than me and just tours his arenas. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I love a Justin Bieber. Dude, do you know who I really have a crush on?
Tell me.
Deep.
Who?
Louis Capaldi.
I would fuck
the shit out of Louis Capaldi, and he's gonna
loves it. Is it because you want to help him? Is that why? Or you?
No, I think he can help me. Oh, I'm not like, sincerely. I think he's daddy in some ways.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying this, but I'm saying it's nothing about looks. I love talent. That's why I always date musicians too.
And
like,
he's funny.
Someone could literally fucking run me over with a car, but then they're talented as fuck, and I'm like, you deserve to run me over with that car.
Thank you.
Write those. I love a writer. Before I wanted to be anything, I wanted to be an English teacher, and then I started selling drugs in Vegas, and I was like, oh, that dream's out the window.
Teacher, I can't even.
No,
but
it would never happen. Seriously. I was selling drugs at the same time I wanted to do that, so like pick one. But when someone's talented as fuck and like just like talent to me like reigns all, like I just love it, and passionate about what they do and puts their feelings into their art. Oh my God. That's really why I gravitate towards musicians. Louis Capaldi, whatever, dream man. I think he's so talented and just like so cool. Could happen. And he's hilarious. Do you want to know something though?
Yeah, I do.
I will never ever forget this.
Okay.
I've always thought this about Louis Capaldi, and I'd met him like one time outside of a music festival in Vegas, and he was super nice, but it was like very friendly, whatever. Okay. And then, do you know Zed, the DJ?
I do, yeah.
Yes, he is an amazing human being. Right. Great friend of mine. He's an angel on earth. Love and that. Something about Zed that I will say, I don't know if I've ever like said this anywhere. I should owe him some praises. He is the most accommodative person ever.
Love him.
And it's like you're sitting there with your platinum records. Playing your fucking arenas, rolling in your money. His house, I swear to God, might be better than Elon Musk's. It scares me. But I'll come to Vegas and I'll be like, come to my show. Do you need a driver? What do you need? Blah, blah, blah. And so I went to a show one night in Vegas, and after we get to the hotel room, and he's like, do you need anything? What do you want? And he'll have these big parties in his hotel room. And the hotel room they give him after his show, he had a residency at this hotel in Vegas called Caesar's Palace. Oh, yeah. For like years and years. And he would play this club called Omnia, I believe, or Hakkasan, I can't remember. Omnia, I think. And they'd give him this suite after. And this suite is like bigger than my house. Okay. Like it's like fucked up. It's like 3 stories. It's fucking, no, it's.
Well, that's not a suite. That's a house.
It's a house.
Right. Okay,
inside this hotel in Vegas, like massive floor to ceiling windows, like fucking like, oh my, it's bat shit. It's money no one ever sees. And he just lives there every week. He comes every weekend. They send him on a jet. They send him back. That. Like it's so fucked up. So he'd throw these parties every weekend, like after the show in these hotels. Yeah. And he comes up to me. He's like, do you need anything? Do you want to meet anyone? What do you want to do? You know? And Louis Capaldi was there. And I was like, walk me to Louis Capaldi. Zed, Anton, love you. Walk me the fuck to Louis Capaldi right the fuck now. Yeah. And he walks me over to Louis Capaldi. And I'm just excited in my little slutty Vegas outfit. I'm like, oh, I'm going to meet Louis Capaldi. I'm going to close. That was my mindset.
Yeah, come on.
I was so excited. And I walk up to Louis Capaldi. To be fair, I was probably so fucking drunk, and I probably have such a fucked up perception of whatever happened. Like,
he's got
and so I walk up to Louis Capaldi, and I'm like, I love you so much. I love your music. Your music changed my life. You're the most talented lyricist of this generation. I love you. And Zed's just standing there like, and Louis was like, thank you. I just spit everywhere.
Was that your Scottish accent? Thank you.
There's no way. You know I can't do a goddamn accent to save my life. He was just like, thank you. Looking at me with like terrified eyes. You know, he's looking at Zeb like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, how do I get
terrified. And I just had to like put my little tail between my legs and walk away. And I was like, he wants something.
No, but I feel like
Seriously.
he would like that. I feel like he'd like that. You in Scotland would be the what? Like, I've
never been to Scotland. I think.
But actually, no, do. What? I don't know what you do there, but go. but I just couldn't imagine you in Scotland. I didn't want to offend Scottish people. I just can't imagine you in Scotland. Like, that wasn't even Scottish.
Is Scotland? God, this is a
don't ask me.
Question.
Don't ask me.
Is it like Ireland, kind of?
I don't know.
But is it close to Ireland?
Is it? It's similar. No.
Is it close to Ireland?
That was a no.
Is it close to Ireland?
It's giving an island. Separate to the UK. No, it's not. It's in the UK. No, it's not. It's in the United Kingdom.
Swear to God, I don't even know where I am right now.
I don't know where I am either, and I live here, so don't worry about it.
Suddenly, I'm coming to Scotland. Cancelled is going.
Scotland. Right.
Oh, they got a map in this bitch. My team would never. They'd be like, read a book. Like, it would never happen. Oh my God, that was incredible.
Do you know my friend went on a date? Not my friend, I just know her. She went on, I really tried to make that personal. If
that isn't me on every episode of my podcast, holy fuck.
I just lied. She went on a date with Jason Derulo and he had a studded jacket and she never saw him again because it gave her the ick. And I feel like he'd order,
I loved this subject change.
Murray. I don't think...
1 second. Okay. We were just looking at the map of Scotland.
Yeah, sorry.
And then she just turned to me and said, do you know my friend went on a date with Jason Derulo and he gave her the ick? I don't know how there was no, continue. There was no transition there, but I'm here.
I just thought like celebrities, Lewis Capaldi, singer. Jason
Please don't compare Lewis Capaldi to Jason Derulo. I'm sure they're just as rich, but God, I'm fucking one of them and you know which one.
Sometimes you see singers and you think, yeah, I love that man. And then they turn up in a studded jacket and you think, I will never speak to that man again. That's what I think.
Absolutely. The ick is real.
The ick is so real.
I have been, I can elaborate on that
Please.
for you. You were just asking me the musician of who I like, whatever.
Oh, God.
And I was saying there's a real one right now, but it's not going to happen. I'm living
darling.
I'm living so delusionally, even thinking it would ever happen. He would sooner die before he dated me. But we're good friends and oh my God, fuck.
He won't. He's not listening to this. Come on.
He might. But we went to this comedy show.
Okay.
Right.
That's humble. That's nice.
I don't know if this is an American term. I don't know what is and what isn't at this point. So I might just sound like a fucking idiot saying this. Do you know what a heckler is?
Oh, like someone that shouts out.
Yeah.
Yes.
We went to this comedy show.
Okay.
And he's
no.
Screaming his balls off. Just heckling the comedians. And I've like put this man on a pedestal as high as Big Ben, love. I put this man on a motherfucking pedestal.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he could kill someone. And I'd be like, that is what you should do. He didn't mean it. That was hot, Daddy.
He didn't mean it.
Let's bury that body and then fuck on the fucking grave. Oh my God. Let me take a drink for that. And he's like, the comedian would make a joke. Right? Let's say the joke ended in like the word car. Right?
Yeah.
2 minutes would go by. I'm like, are you on a fucking delay? Like, what's going on? 2 minutes would go by and he'd be like, car! Car! And I'd be sitting there like gripping the table. And here's the thing. I'm an obnoxious fucking bitch. I'm an obnoxious fucking bitch. I embarrass myself everywhere I go.
Of course.
I'm embarrassing myself here right now. I'm sure your producers are going to like block me after this. Like, I'm embarrassing myself everywhere I go. And I'm watching this man heckle and I'm gripping the table.
That's
and I'm like,
mental.
Oh my God, like, you have to fall from this pedestal that I put you on.
Yeah, and he's being mean. That's what
No. It wasn't mean.
Oh, wait, was he like laughing?
Yes. Like he was enjoying the show.
Me being British, I thought that was sarcasm.
No.
He was genuinely...
No.
Okay.
No. Which is worse almost. I'd almost rather you be fucking mean because at least then you have a fucking grip on reality.
Oh, that's horrible. That's disgusting.
Like he was just so happy I hated it. I got the ick. Terrible. It is, yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is I think that people just, again, see these like celebrities online and they're like, oh my God, whatever. And then you meet them and you get the ick so fucking hard and you're like, oh, you're a person. That's
no, I agree. And I feel like when you're in the industry and you meet someone who before you'd be like, they are so fucking famous. And then you meet them and they're normal, you lose the reality of you lose the buzz. I feel like I wouldn't ever want to meet Beyonce because if she was normal I'd be like, I'd have to die.
Dude, my biggest idol in the world. Yeah. He is like arguably like one of the greatest rappers of all time. He is like,
if you say Tiger or something, I'm
gonna Tiger would never be the greatest rapper of all time. Allegedly, please don't sue me, Tiger. Yeah, I have to stop talking about it. Seriously, that's a different. That's a different era of my life. We don't have to cut it. It's just actually, arguably, like he's a goat. Okay. And there was a point in life where he was like trying to hang out with me and like meet up and like calling me and like I just remember like him ever allegedly sliding into the DMs. Yeah. Blew my mind. Like I remember like tearing up, being like 13-year-old me would fucking jump off a cliff knowing this is real. Like I had his posters in my locker and in my room and shit. Like I was like,
that was so American. And now you posters in my locker. Love
like that's crazy. And there'd been several nights where he'd like allegedly ordered me a car service or tried to pick me up or fly me out somewhere or whatever. Oh, yeah. And everyone's like, go, go, go. Like, this is insane. Like, no one gets to do this. This is so insane. Like, go do it, you know? And every single time I would bail because I was like, you don't want to live long enough to ruin your heroes.
Yeah, no, it's so true. It's so true.
Because everyone's just a human being. But there's certain people that you put, like that you love and you idolize.
But you don't see them as a human being.
Yes. And once you learn anyone's human, they no longer are an idol. They're no longer a hero. They're no longer.
Did you get that with Paris Hilton?
Did I get that with Paris Hilton?
Like, if I met Paris Hilton, I'd pass out.
Do you know? That's actually a crazy thought. Because she really is, her and Miley are kind of like the anomaly to that for me. Okay. Maybe it's just a thing with men, really. Maybe men just suck. Because that's, and Justin Bieber, honestly. Like, there are certain celebrities that I've met that I idolize so hard, and then I meet them and they lived up to the expectation.
Okay, fine.
And I will give that to Paris, Justin, and Miley. Yeah. Like, they are, like, actually as great as you could possibly think they are. Yeah. Like and again, everyone's human. And I don't know Justin and Miley well enough to, like, know their, like, human side. And I like to keep it that way, you know? Like... It's good. Like, but anytime I've interacted with them, they're amazing. But Paris, I idolized Paris my whole life. I grew up on Simple Life. Mm-hmm. It's the best fucking show.
Nothing will ever top that show.
Ever. I've been asked so many times to do a remake, and I'm like, why the fuck would you want to like ruin something so good? Obviously, it wouldn't be like a direct remake, but like other networks want to do that and shit, you know? And I'll never, like the first time her ever reaching out to me, I was like, what's going on?
I would have shat my pants.
I did. I think I shit and puked and threw up. And Paris would hate me saying that. She'd be like, don't do that. That's so classy. Don't be classy. Tana, stop. Like, you're building a business. I swear to God. And so then I meet her and I get to know her. And
love it.
She was like, I want to mentor you. I want to like take you in. Because her entire thing, her brand is like people, I have to, oh my God. My snot. Paris, I'm sorry. Please don't watch
this. We're done, right?
She's like, and that's the thing about her that also blows my mind. She's never been like, we're done. Through every scandal, through every disgusting thing I've ever done, she's always there for me and like the best friend you could possibly ask for. But I meet her and I get to know her and she's 10 times better than you'd ever
I needed to hear that.
Like, I'm not kidding you. Yeah. She's my favorite person on this planet. Like, and she's so fun and she's so real. And I don't mean to sound like Shane Dawson about Colleen Ballinger. No. It's nothing like that. But like getting to talk shit about someone with Paris Hilton
is so incredible. It's your peak. Yeah.
To be like,
100%.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Like my ex cheated on me and she's like, fuck him. You know what I mean? She wouldn't say that. She'd be like, that's just so not hot. She'd be so good about it. Yeah. But like, and just getting to do like normal ass shit with her, you know? Yeah. Like go to a gas station and like buy every snack in the gas station. Like I'm sobbing. I'm like, why the fuck am I here with you? And like she really is the exception to the rule of don't meet your heroes. She's taught me every lesson I've ever known. She's like the best person ever, like ever. But the thing that I love the most about her is she's taught me so many things about building a business off of being famous for no reason and how to monetize that and do all those things. But my favorite thing about Paris is she could be exhausted. Yeah. She could be on a 12-hour flight and land somewhere. She could be having the worst day of her life. She could be breaking up with someone. She could be, not now, obviously, happily married. We love Carter. We love Phoenix, the baby. But she could be going through anything in the world. And she's going to walk into a room and make every single person in that room feel so special. She's going to walk around and introduce herself to everyone. She's going to ask you about your life. She's going to be so kind. Even if she's annoyed with what's going on at a production or a party or something, she's like, that is like what she wants to leave the earth with. With like every person I've ever met, I was so nice to.
That is so cute.
And that's, as much as I suck in so many ways, like I know I will die without like I always see people with influencers like, I met this influencer and she was such a bitch. She wouldn't take a photo. She wouldn't whatever.
I would never.
Like I don't care what I'm going through. I'm going to take the photo because I know I impacted that person's life in some way.
No, I agree. Like, that's always something you should stick to as well.
She just lives her life the way she lives. Like her caliber of life is just like, I'm going to be so kind to everyone ever, and that's what people are going to think of me.
I love that. I needed to hear that.
Like I just remember my old manager being like, Paris loves me so much, and I'm like, that's so crazy, like that you're able to think that. Like that she's like connected with you and all my best friends. Like I'll walk into a room with all my best friends, she's like, Amari, Diablo, like how are you guys, what's going on? Like
lives.
It's just 10,000
mental.
But like, God, she is the exception to the rule of don't meet your heroes.
I wish we could go back to our younger selves. If you went back to your younger self and went, by the way, Paris Hilton mentored you.
I can call her at any time.
She'd physically have a heart attack.
She'd die right then and there. So many of that.
And so would I. Yeah. So would I.
It is.
If you're ever in Britain, Paris.
I try to think about that as often as I can, you know, as it's maybe sometimes the life that we live makes us feel like we shouldn't be allowed to have problems, which I do. Like I said, I agree and I disagree with, you know, like there are a lot of things that you sign away and forsake, but also we're people who have emotions too. But at the end of the day, that is one of my biggest comforters is knowing like,
you know,
this is everything you wanted.
Yeah. And you're also doing a tour, a cancelled tour. If you don't fucking come to Britain, if you do not,
don't even threaten me, bitch, I'm coming tenfold.
Are you coming to the UK?
Absolutely. I'll
be there.
We just announced the first set of like 8 dates. Okay. And my entire Twitter is like, fuck you, bitch. Why aren't you in fucking Tennessee? Why aren't you coming to the UK? Why aren't you in Ireland?
My friend Tat was like, if you don't fucking ask her about that tour, I'm asking you about the tour.
Cancelled.
Yeah.
It's about to be.
Yeah.
On a world fucking takeover.
Cool.
I toured a lot when I was like 18, 19. I did an entire set of shows when I was like 19. That's when I got arrested here. In London, Manchester, Glasgow. I'm saying all of those like a white ass bitch.
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
There you go. Glasgow.
See, look how sexy you sound. God, I'll kill myself.
Meow.
We're going everywhere. Okay. And I'm not stopping. I actually just texted my team and I was like, add 10 more dates. Pick the cities. Seriously. Like, I just can't stop.
I want you to do London. I want you to do 5 dates in London.
I did. Then I think I want to do 10 dates.
Do it. Do Hackney, Central, Leicester Square.
I don't know where any of those places are, but I'll be there.
You better be there.
No, we really are. Like, we're going to tour everywhere.
We'll be there.
And you're going to come on fucking stage, bitch. Okay, I hope you know that too.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you know that. No, I'm so serious. That's what's exciting too, is touring everywhere and getting these exciting special guests for all the shows. It's already so exciting. Yeah. Especially, again, what I told you off camera, I'm sorry, I can't talk about it, has made me really not want to be home. So I'm just like at every date in the world. Yeah. And dude, like I said, I toured so much when I was younger. And then the pandemic happened. Yeah. And I was supposed to go on tour right before the pandemic with Bryce Hall. So the pandemic is a really bad thing, but it was looking out for me there. God. Yeah. It was looking out for me there. That was not a tour I needed to go on. And years went by and I was so scared to announce another tour because it's like, anytime you're touring and you're on a stage and there's fucking 1,000 people in front of you, you think to yourself and you're like, this is so lucky. Like this may never happen again.
It's weird seeing them all in person as well. Like all the people in support. Yeah, I get
It's the most grateful, mind-blowing experience to see everything that you've worked for online be such a tangible thing.
Yeah.
But you also have to recognize, and maybe I didn't when I was younger, but as I got older, you recognize that might be an experience I never experience again.
Yeah.
Doing not arena stadium, sorry, but I'm not Taylor Swift. But doing these big venues and shit, you're like, maybe I'll never do this again.
Right.
And so we put our first show back for the tour on sale for Arizona like a week before it. And I was like crying to my manager, like, I don't think this is enough time. I think we're gonna have 7 people in the audience.
You've got like imposter syndrome still. I feel like
I guess I always will. And I just am like, now that I've been through so much bad business deals and bad business shit, and I want to do things right, you know? Of course. And I was like, a week of these ticket sales is scary. And then it sold out in like 2 days.
Of course it did.
And I was like, well, thank you. That's really nice. Because that'll never be my like mindset. Even this tour, I was like, oh my God. And then that happened and the show went so great in Phoenix that we were like, we did the Phoenix show kind of as a trial. Yeah. And then it went so well that we were like, fuck it, let's send a world tour.
The whole thing.
Let's do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we just put all these shows on sale and they sold out so quick that we're having to do 3 shows in the same city. And I'm like,
when is London? Have you put London out yet or not? When are you putting London out? Because I want to give them a date so we can all set it.
There is no date for London. London is in talks.
Okay.
And
you better hurry those talks.
But I would say I have a pretty good intuition.
Okay.
And I feel that London will be a big part of the or the UK will be a big part of the
It better be, because I feel like you don't realize how big you are in the UK compared to America as well, if that makes sense.
I didn't. And this is making me sound so narcissistic, and I don't mean it like that. I didn't for a long time. And then I remember even my first set of shows out here, I was like, damn, it's so weird to fly across the world.
And people know who you are.
And people care about you, and you change their lives so far from home. You know, like I think that when I started my YouTube channel, I'd probably been on a plane.
Yeah.
Burping. I'd probably been on a plane like one time.
Yeah. And now you just.
And I was like, I remember being so poor thinking like, I don't know how to get to the McDonald's down the road, let alone another state, let alone another city, let alone another country, let alone impacting people's lives there. And I really appreciate the London fans.
But it's so funny because I was on a train the other day listening to Cancelled, obviously. I was watching it on YouTube and someone
crazy.
So I'm sat here and someone on the seat like next to me, 2 chairs above, is also watching the exact same podcast. I was like, this is so weird.
Swear to God.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Swear to God.
On my life.
You're sitting on a train.
I'm going to knock on the wood, as you would say. I was on a Thames link, East Croydon to Cambridge, darling. Look it up.
That's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, dude. I know. It's so weird.
It won't, like, I will never sit there and be like, duh. Like, no, that happened. Yeah. What the fuck?
Duh.
You're sitting on a train watching Cancelled podcast and 2 seats in front of you, so with someone else.
And I was like, do we connect over this? And I was like, no, I'm just going to carry on watching.
Dude, I do always say that. Like, this girl tweeted me the other day and she was like, and this shit just breaks my heart. It's such another thing. She tweeted me and she was like, I don't really have any friends. I have one friend.
So,
and don't make me cry. Oh my God. We're not going to cry on Saving Grace.
Kicking in.
We're not going to cry on Saving Grace.
Yep.
She tweeted me and she was like, I have one friend and she can't go to Cancelled tour, but I'm going to come alone. Oh, so and just because I want to meet you and you save my life.
Yeah.
And I tweeted her back and I was like, I promise you, you're going to make friends. Because that's one of my favorite things about touring. Yeah. Is after the show, we'll do the meet and greet.
Yeah. And all you do it after? Okay, yes.
Or sometimes before, who fucking knows? But we'll do the meet and greet and we'll have 2 girls in line. And a girl will be like, I live this far and I drove this far to be here and I live here. And we just became best friends in line. That's you know, so like we live an hour from each other, but we just became best friends in line. Yeah. Because one thing about the thing, I've always said this: you don't watch Cancelled if you don't have some fucking issues up here. You don't watch me if you don't have some.
Yeah.
You know, I call my fans as a joke, fatherless feral street rats. Like it's the girlies who are feral with the trauma unite. But one of my favorite things about touring is seeing how many people like meet each other and become friends.
Yeah, of course.
And I had these people tweet me the other day and they were like, we met like 6 years ago at one of your first shows and now we've been best friends every single day.
So
I sobbed. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, had you probably gone up to that girl who was watching Cancelled in front of you, you probably would have fucked with her
bonded over
so heavy.
100%.
And again, it's London. People don't do that. I'm learning.
Yeah, you don't speak to people on trains over it. But
yeah. But that's one thing that I love is that it's the same community of the same people, just in different fonts.
It is. So we've all got issues.
And I've become such good friends, not in a Colleen Ballinger way, but like with my fans. Like normally, where it's like the people who fucked with me and watch my videos like forever, like I'll talk to all the time in the Instagram DMs or text. And, you know, like
that's so cute. She's a humble queen. She's a humble girl.
Also a cunt.
Do you know what? The way I like to end my pod is... it's called Saving Grace.
I heard.
So I don't know if you could tell, but at the end, I like to ask all my guests what advice they would give to save grace. And there's been a mixture. There's been don't shit in a paper bag, be yourself. There's been a lot. What would you, Tana Mongeau, give? Dig deep. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to give two-part. I'm going to give a two-part advice. I'm going to give wholesome and then super not wholesome.
Love that for you. Go on.
Okay? Wholesome part.
Yeah.
Do not live your life for anyone else but you.
Thank you.
You are indifferent of the opinions of other people.
Yeah.
And it is important to do what makes you happy because you only have one life to live. And sometimes that's a scary thing, but high risk, high reward. And it's better to spend the rest of your life with an oh well than a what if.
True. Very true.
That is my...
Wholesome
advice.
Yeah.
My not wholesome advice is when in doubt, fuck their brother or their dad. Thank you for having me, Saving Grace.
Thank you for coming on. I have absolutely...
Or their sister or their mother. It depends on what you do.
Do all of them. Do all of them if you're bisexual. We don't know. We're open to it. It's Saving Grace.
Thank you for having me.
I have loved having you on. This has been an iconic moment.
This is so fun. You're an icon.
I hope I die in my sleep tonight.
Me too, for different reasons. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Both of us.
Sincerely, I see like why the people were requesting this so hard. You are such a talented interviewer and a really funny personality and a really good human being from what I know so far. We won't act all LA and be like, we're best friends now, but I fucking love her.
But we are. And that's
we are.
If you've been listening, give it, if you've been watching, give it a like and subscribe. If you've been listening, give it a follow and a 5-star review. This is the best one you're going to get. So switch off now. So
that's
bye,
not
Tana,
true.
Darling. So bye.
Bye, darling.
Bye, darling. Stunning.